Okay, next up on my dad's campfire cooking made easy video, biscuits.
You remember when I said eating fresh, hot biscuits baked in a Dutch oven over an open fire, there's nothing better? Well, I mean it. In fact, you need to try it out here. Actually, to go camping without cooking fresh, hot biscuits is against the law. So don't do that. But don't worry. I'm going to teach you exactly how to fix good biscuits consistently every time. And it's one of the easiest things to fix out here. First thing I do is start with a mix. This is my own little concoction here. This is 2 pounds of flour, a cup of dry milk, a 1/3 cup of baking powder, a 1/4 cup of sugar, and 2½ sticks of butter, all mixed up. And you can cook biscuits, pancakes, muffins, coffee cake, you know, just depends on whether you want to add eggs or sugar and nuts, vanilla, just, you know, it's all, what I do is keep a card here, and this card tells me exactly what to do when I want to do it. Let me say this, commercial mix is hard to beat. Bisquick and Pioneer and Pillsbury, these are hard to beat. We're splitting hairs, they're all good. I generally, on the commercial mix, I'll generally add, for every 2 cups of mix, I'll add a teaspoon of baking powder and 2 tablespoons of non-dairy creamer. This seems to make it richer and lighter. And I guess that's the way we all want to be, a little richer and lighter. Anyway, we're going to fix some biscuits here. And I have already got a couple of cups in here. We're going to add a little milk, about a cup of milk, and stir it up. I'm going to show you how quick and easy this is. I'm going to be a little sloppy in the process, but you just work this thing up into a dough. All right. Now, see, that doesn't take long. Now, let me put a little of my own mix here is flour. I'm gonna keep a little in my hand here. There we go. Now we need this thing for only about 30 seconds. Otherwise it makes it tough, a little hard. Ooh. Okay. Now that's about it. Now I want to flatten this thing out to about 3/4 of an inch. Pat it out here. Some of you men ought to be good at this. Won't go into that. Okay. Now that's about 3/4 of an inch here. Now, do a little cutting. Now this is about a 2-inch soup can. Use whatever you want to. I like them big and thick. And I like to literally fill the Dutch oven with biscuits. Anyway, we'll cut. This is going to make about, oh, I don't know, 7 or 8 real fine, thick biscuits, and pick up the rest, little scrapings, and make a little biscuit. All right, now, I've got, always preheat your Dutch oven. I've got the base heated with, just a few coals, and I've got the lid heated here, because when you start cooking, you want to cook only about 10 or 12 minutes, and you need everything hot to begin with. Now, we're going to spray this with a little oil. Okay, this is a handy little thing. This is not WD-40. This is edible. It's corn oil, sprayed corn oil. Let's just put them in here, put them around. Oh boy. It's starting to sizzle a little bit. I can tell that thing's already hot. Okay. Move that forward a little bit. Now we've got them full there. 2 cups of mix will fill a 12-inch Dutch oven. Now, I'm going to put the lid on. Ouch! That baby's hot. Always put your glove on, otherwise you'll hurt the rest of the day. Now, what we want to do is literally fill the lid with coals. And the technique here is we want to cook from the top. We don't want to burn from the bottom. We want everything golden brown on the top and not to burn from the bottom. And the rule of thumb is fill your lid up and roughly about 2/3 on top and 1/3 of what you have on your lid put on your bottom. You want to just have a few coals on the bottom. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and fill this thing up. We're going to watch it here. It's going to take about 10 minutes. We don't want to peek for 10 minutes. Just leave it alone. It's been about 10, 11 minutes. It's time to peek. We hadn't looked since, so. And that's a rule. Uh-oh, looky here. Woo, almost waited too long. Depends on the heat there. Sometimes it's ready in 8 minutes. Oh boy, these things look good. All right. Ooh, they're hot. Okay. Oh, we got a bunch of good-looking biscuits here. You know, these things, I think the best part about them is the way they look. Let's try one of them out here. Let me knife out here. Ooh. See, now the bottom is not burnt, and that's because we only had about 1/3 of the amount of coals on the bottom as we did on the top. Okay. Let's try a little butter on this. Ooh. And a little honey. I like honey. You can use jelly or whatever, preserves. Oh boy. Oh, that's good. That's worth the trouble right here. You can do it every time. You hardly ever fail. Just remember, roll them thick. Don't pat them too much. You don't knead them too much. About 30 seconds. Keeps them rich and light. Put most of your heat on the lid, a little bit on the bottom, so they won't burn the bottoms. And cook them 10 minutes without peeking. I'm going to leave that heat in there. And don't eat over 20 of these things, or you get sick and can't go fishing. 12 or 15 will do. Good luck to you.